Welcome back to Grammar Grade 7. This is Unit 12, Lesson 76, and our unit is all about punctuation. Today we tackle abbreviations, the short forms we use for long words and phrases. The tricky part isn't shortening the word, it's knowing when the short form needs a period and when it doesn't. By the end of this lesson, you'll handle titles, initials, times, days, and even mailing addresses with confidence. Let's get started. Before we dive in, here's our map for today's lesson on abbreviations. An abbreviation is a shortened word or phrase, and because Unit 12 is our punctuation unit, we'll pay close attention to which short forms need a period and which don't. 5 situations come up again and again. First, titles and degrees beside a name, like doctor or junior. Second, initialisms said letter by letter, like the letters in USA. Third, AM and PM with clock times. Fourth, days and units, where the big question is chart or sentence. And fifth, 2-letter state codes for mail. So it's a period for some, none for others. Let's take them one at a time. Let's begin with titles, because this is where the period earns its keep. When you shorten a title in front of a person's name, you usually end that short form with a period. Picture your history teacher, Dr. Okafor, or a coach listed on the roster as Miss Whitfield, or a neighbor written down as Mr. Dalton. Each title is trimmed to just a few letters, and each one ends in a period. So a title beside a name keeps its capital and takes a period. Some short forms come after the name instead of before it, and they still take periods. Degrees are the classic case. Imagine a school nurse listed as Lena Park, MD. Those capital letters stand for her medical degree, and they're written with periods right after her name. The same pattern holds for PhD, the degree a professor might carry, and for junior, the abbreviation we add when a son shares his father's name, as in Sam Lee Jr. Each of these follows the name, wears capital letters, and keeps its periods. Now for a group that breaks the period habit completely. Some abbreviations are said letter by letter, out loud, one letter at a time. We call these initialisms, and they are written in all capital letters with no periods at all. Think of USA, NASA, and FBI. You say each letter, USA, so there's nothing to interrupt with dots. Writing USA with a period after every letter is the older style, but modern writing drops those dots. When you sound out the letters, use solid capitals and leave the periods out. Clock times bring their own tidy pair of abbreviations. AM stands for the hours before noon, and PM covers the afternoon and evening. Watch how they sit right beside a time. The early bus leaves at 6:45 a.m. Later, practice ends at 3:15 p.m. Notice that each one uses capital letters with periods, and each one hugs the number it belongs to. Before noon, a.m. Afternoon, p.m. Here's a rule that trips people up. Days of the week and units of measure have short forms, but you don't use them everywhere. In an ordinary sentence, you spell them out. So you'd write, the race is on Saturday, and it runs 6 kilometers, with the words fully written. Squeezing in sat and km there would look wrong. But flip to a chart, a list, or a science lab report, and those same abbreviations are welcome, because charts are built to save space. So spell them out in sentences and shorten them only in charts and lists. Last stop, mailing addresses. When you write a state on an envelope, you use its 2-letter postal code. And here's the twist. These get no period at all. 2 capital letters, and that's it. A letter to Austin would show TX for Texas. One to Toledo would show OH for Ohio. And one to Miami would show FL for Florida. 2 capitals, no period, sitting neatly after the city. Let's gather all of this into one quick check. Is it a title or degree next to a name? Keep the period, like doctor or junior. Are you sounding out the letters one by one? Use all capitals with no period, like USA. Is it a clock time? Reach for AM or PM. Are you writing a day or a unit inside an ordinary sentence? Spell it out. And remember, in charts, lists, and on mailing labels, you can abbreviate freely. Match the short form to the situation, and you'll punctuate it correctly every time. Let's practice. Time to practice. In this first set, I'll show 2 versions of a sentence, and you choose the one that abbreviates correctly. Think about whether a period belongs there or not. Pause the video and decide before I reveal each answer. We saw Dr. Alvarez today. The title sits right in front of a name, so it gets a capital D and ends with a period. That points us to Dr. Alvarez, capital and period. So the answer is the second option. She works for the FBI. We say those letters one at a time, F, B, I, which makes it an initialism. Initialisms are written in solid capitals with no periods, so the answer is the second option. The trip is on Monday. This is a plain, ordinary sentence, not a chart, so the day of the week should be spelled out in full. Mon would only fit inside a chart or a list, so the answer is the second option. Nicely done. In this second set, keep choosing the correctly written version. Watch for degrees, state codes, and units, and ask yourself each time whether a period belongs. Pause and choose before I answer. For an envelope, the correct choice is Denver, Colorado. On mail, a state becomes a 2-letter postal code in capital letters with no period. Colo is the older abbreviation, but the postal code is CO, so the answer is the second option. Priya Shah, PhD. A degree that follows a name is written in capital letters with its periods in place. That makes it PhD, capital P, capital D, each with a period. So the answer is the second option. The shelf is 3 feet long. Inside a normal sentence, a unit of measure is spelled out, so we write feet, not the abbreviation. You'd only shorten it to FT in a chart or a scientific note. So the answer is the first option. Let's gather up what we learned. When you shorten a title, a degree, or junior beside someone's name, you keep the capital and the period, as in doctor and PhD. When you sound out letters one by one, write all capitals with no periods, like USA and FBI, and reach for AM and PM with clock times. Days of the week and units of measure get spelled out inside ordinary sentences, and you abbreviate them only in charts, lists, and scientific writing. And on an envelope, a state shrinks to a 2-letter code, like TX. Match each short form to its place, and your punctuation will follow along. Great work today, and I'll see you in the next lesson.